we just finished, and I'm very excited because I have the immunity. I have individual immunity, so I'm feel much better going into tribal today. Camp has been like a shit show. So we're live. Sorry. It has been chaos. Everyone's running around talking to one another. There's definitely, I think, going to be a big move today. With this many people left in the game, it's a lot more strategy, a lot more thinking about who do you want to be sitting next to. It's not always the people you've been working with up until this time. So I expect to see an idol tonight. I expect to see a duo breakup. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Out of the other 7 players in the game, who would you like to be sitting next to at Final Tribal?
I haven't decided yet. So I've kind of made two alliances, and I've initially stuck with Angela and James from my original tribe, and I've also kind of joined up with Meredith and Jeff. So I'm trying to decide who I think right now. I think we've got on the same page. We're all going to vote together, but I think I kind of have in a position now where I can pick at the end who I want to sit next to, if it gets to that point.
So you mentioned some duos might be breaking up. Do you have any idea who that might be?
Lena and Ryan have been very, very close since the start. They've always been at the same camp together. They spend a lot of time together. I think that's the duo we're hoping to break up today.
Are you expecting any other surprises at Tribal Council?
There's always surprises. That's the big one I think I'm expecting, is to split the votes on them.
Who do you think is running this game right now?
I think by the next vote we'll know. Right now it's been James is very, very, very vocal. Splitting the votes this time was my idea. Apparently I'm the only one that can count to 6 and divide by 2. So, I think that it's anyone's game right now in terms of control. People are starting to panic, and not everyone who was in control before is great under pressure, and that's really showing.
So it seems like this is going to be a really chaotic tribal. Who would you like to see go home?
I'd like to see Lena go home, just because I think she's the biggest female threat, and I wouldn't want to sit next to her. She's played a great game.
Finally, are you worried that people might be gunning for you now that you just got this individual immunity?
I hope so. I think that my game has really been overlooked. I have been all over. I've always been in the minority. I've always had to, by the very name of it, survive. I haven't been in control because I haven't been able to, but I've always made sure I'm in the right position to not get voted off. So they're smart enough to notice.
I just have one more question for you. What is going to be your upcoming move or moves tomorrow to ensure that you get farther in this game?
I think I need to decide if I'm going to stay aligned with my initial pair, or if I'm going to vote one of them out, because they're both very strong competitors, meaning Angela and James.
Great. I think that's all good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I could not have experienced the most different of emotions today. I'm in trouble. I think I flew a little too close to the sun. I expected that to happen. I knew this vote would be tough. It sounds like, if I'm reading the situation correctly, we have a little bit of a star-crossed lover situation. It sounds like it's me or Ryan. Yeah. I caught several people in lies, and I'm proud I did, because otherwise I wouldn't have figured out. I had a hunch that it was me as one of the names, and then Jeff straight up lied to my face, and I said, hey, you're lying to me, and he goes, well, then I don't think we need to be talking anymore. And then Danny was lying to me, and I said, you're lying to me, and then he goes, okay, well then vote Ryan, because that might be your only chance to stay. So then I pull Ryan aside, and I tell him, I'm like, hey, it's like you or me, and I know that's sucky, and I'm like, can we just have one moment of just, like, you are my best friend in the game. I've worked with you since the beginning. We hugged for a very long time. It was great. And then he said, I want it to be you over me. And he said, what if I stand up at Tribal and tell people to vote for me? And I don't know if that's a good idea. Because, I mean, first of all, I have to trust that he's being legit with that, but I think he might be. And then if he does, I just think it'll even, like, I think my hands are tied, and I just have to go. I have to vote him. I hope he votes someone like James, and that I can stay. But then the other part of me is like, I don't know if I want. It sucks because I'm going to be on the outs there. I've realized the 4 Jovian swap tribe and the 3, what's the other name? Whatever swap tribe. Bazaar swap tribe are just decimating our tribe one by one, so I'm probably next to go. And Danny is going to bring Meredith and Jeff to the final 3, potentially, because what have they done? Angela or James? I don't know. I hope they're kicking me out because they think I'm a threat, because that would be a compliment. And I'm not the biggest threat in this game. I thought I was somewhat in the middle, but if I look at the tribe lines, they're going to stay with their tribe lines, because Meredith and Jeff are easy votes. Amanda, easy vote. Me and Ryan, wild cards. So it sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. I don't want Ryan to go either, but I don't want to stay there by myself. So whatever happens, happens. And if this is the end of my story, I'm really proud of myself. And hopefully it's not, but I worry if I get, maybe I can stir some shit. Actually, if I get back in there, I'm stirring everything up, because they owe me, those bitches. They're not bitches, they're very nice people. That's the hard part. I really like them. But they owe me nothing. So if they keep me, I'm going to become everyone's problem. They thought I was dramatic before. Just you wait. Yeah, anything else I should be talking about?
So you and Ryan have been very close for a long time now. Where do you kind of find that balance of self-preservation for yourself, but also trying to keep your alliance member in the game?
I was trying to keep Ryan in the game. I was really trying. I was putting out Danny's name. Probably a mistake. Probably should have just been like cut ties from Ryan from the beginning, but I came into this game, I wanted to play a loyal game. I wanted to build an alliance, and I felt like of all the people here, I could trust Ryan the most. I know in these confessionals I was like, I don't know if I can trust him. I just realized he just is like, I don't know. The way he plays the game is goofy. And once I figured that out, he always was honest with me. He always did whatever I told him to. I love when men tell them, like, do what I tell them to do. And so I don't know, he was my number one. And of course I want to save him, but it was pretty obvious there's no way that's happening. These people, they're all gamers, they're all working together, they've all done this before. Ryan's done this before, but like, not at the caliber that some of these people have. And it's like, we're trying to keep up playing checkers and they're playing chess. So we tried, we gave it our effort, but the last like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it was really just, okay, this sounds like it's our end. Let's just, like, I want to spend as much time. I know that's a bad idea, but I'm like, they already think we're this, like, anyway. So, any other questions?
So if you can make it through tonight, what kind of chaos do you want to start tomorrow?
Oh my god, you don't even know. You don't even know. Actually, I think who I might need to loop in is Amanda, because she actually shot it to me straight tonight. and Meredith. And they both, I don't know, Amanda was like, I think I'm being pulled along as a goat. She's like, I'd rather vote for you than James and Angela. And I need to, it's like James, Angela, and Danny. At this point, I think one of them is winning this thing. I don't think it's the others. And if I can get that through their heads, I'm just going to throw out everyone's name. I'm going to go up to you and be like, hey, that person's voting for you. That person, I'm going to just like, I want to cause paranoia. No one's going to trust me, but I don't care.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to say to the camera?
Just like shout out to anyone who's supported me. I never thought I would make it this far. So again, if it ends tonight, I will be very proud of myself for everything I've done. I wanted individual immunity. I made it to the merge. That was two of my goals coming into this. And I just like, I need to like give myself a hug because I did it. I don't want this to be the end. I feel like I have so much more to do. But who knows? Thank you.
We walk into our next challenge, and I knew it wasn't going to be for me from the jump. It was about diving into the pool, grabbing letters, and spelling out the longest word. I probably looked like a wet dog the entire time, and I was literally just cracking jokes because if I didn't, I would just start crying in the pool. At one point, Mojo started taking pictures of me, and all I could do was just like flip him off because I was like, this is just not my moment. So I hope I didn't look as bad as I felt, but then when we got back to camp, shit has hit the fan. Like, people are scared, people are going crazy, people are like throwing out every which way. I started my conversations off with Lena, and it already wasn't good from the start. She did not want to throw out a name, which is uncharacteristic from her. She made me say Meredith because I heard that she wanted to do Meredith, and then went and told Meredith that I said that when I told Meredith that was a lie already. And then her and Ryan have just been like spiraling like tornadoes and just trying to like stir up shit. She like comes up to me and I'm trying to like tell her a plan, and Lena will be like, oh no, I know it's me, like I'm going home. And I was like, now is not the time to be self-deprecating. Like, if you really don't want it to be you, then like let's make a plan to do something else. But I think Amanda is steering the ship tonight, and she came up with a plan where Amanda, Meredith, and Angela will vote for Ryan, and myself, Jeff, and James will vote for Lena. Hopefully we'll flush either the Escala or Jovian idol that they have, which they don't because I have it. But in the revote, we'll send home Lena. Now, when Lena had a conversation with me, she was like, I know I'm going home, like I wish people just wouldn't lie to me. And I was like, okay, fine, girl, then like, if you want to save yourself, throw a vote on Ryan. And she's like, really? And I'm like, if you vote for Ryan, maybe there'll be enough he goes home. And she's like, tell me what the vote's gonna be. And I was like, maybe if you vote for Ryan, there'll be enough he goes home. Like, don't make me shoot myself in my foot and tell you everything, because I can't play everybody's game, and clearly everybody thinks I have a final two with them. So I think after how the double went and how this vote is going, tomorrow is going to be mass chaos, and I just want to make it through this vote. I think the split plan is the best move for me moving forward. It splits up a duo that I know is unbreakable because they've known each other before the game, they've been together the entire game, and one of them probably has the Escala idol. They're the only people from that tribe that aren't there. So if you don't have it, then nobody found it. I need a chill night, and I need them to all just like calm down for a second, because whatever happens and where the pieces lie from here, I need to pick back up Meredith, Jeff, myself, and either Lena or Ryan, whoever's there, and we need to take out Amanda. We need to take out Angela, and we need to take out James, because if any of them get to the end now, oh, the boring game that they were worried about is going to be the perfect underdog story to be like, we blew up this massive majority and got together and made it to the end. So I have a lot of thinking to do tonight. I have a lot to sleep on. I hope I am still here sleeping in the game, but these people have lost their minds in the woods, and I think they need some food, a good night's sleep, and a shower, because I can't deal with the messiness anymore. And I'm just hoping that this is not my final night. So fingers crossed, kiss to God, and let's hope for the best.
Good confessional.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So, split tribals last round. Josh and Alex went, which is perfect for my game because they were never going to break away from Lena and Ryan. Going into immunity, I feel like I need to win as many immunities as I can right now because I know that I'm just like playing very hard, but it's at that stage of the game where you have to line up the pieces that you need to be sitting there at the end with you. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I devised a plan this round to split the vote 3-3 on Lena and Ryan. So the boys, myself, Danny, and Ryan are supposed to vote for Lena, and the girls, Amanda, Angela, and Meredith are supposed to vote for Ryan. This is in case of an idol. That leaves Lena and Ryan to vote for someone. Their original target was Meredith, and then it shifted to Danny, and now it's landed on me. And I'm having PTSD right now because when I played Surviving Reelfoot at the final 8, we split the vote 4-2. Both people with idols played idols, and I had the other 2 votes, and I went out. So, like, history might repeat itself, and maybe this is a part of my journey that, like, I'm going to get past this, but who knows? I might be going home this round. I'm really, really nervous about Amanda because I know that she sees me as a very big threat, and I'm hoping that I can hold on to her for one more round, and I want to vote her ass out next. Ryan basically told me to my face that he's openly targeting me, but I don't really care what Ryan thinks because he has no agency in this game because he's built relationships with like the 1/4 of the cast and then decided that he was going to be able to play with the other 3/4 of the cast when the time was ready. That's not how this game works. I'm going to have to really kind of run tribal and take over and really put my foot down about loyalty and how in the last round Lena and Ryan wanted to vote for Danny and they wanted to vote for Meredith in this round, so they can't be trusted. They keep shifting their target. We have an easy plan to get all of us into the next day. I know people are looking at me as a threat. I know that I am a threat, and I need to win these fucking immunities because I can never find shit. But I really need to take control of tribal today to really emphasize loyalty in the whole group think bullshit that everyone is on all the time, and really just hone in on, listen, these people cannot be trusted. I can be trusted. We made a plan last round. I made sure that the plan was followed through. We got out the 2 people that we wanted to get out, and now we have an opportunity to break up Lena and Ryan, who are like a little puppy dog and her little puppy dog master, and she just keeps running right back to him and telling him everything, and he literally called her my girl. He was like, oh yeah, I realized that I fucked over my girl. Well, I hope you or your girl is going home because I don't want to go home, and I think it's time for one of you to go. And honestly, I hope it's her so that you're pissed, so that you sink your own game. I'm having so much fun. if I get out of this game, I get out of this game. I'm so proud of everything that I did here, so proud of the fact that I was even selected to do this. I have been blessed to take part in all of these challenges, blessed to win an individual immunity, blessed to, walk into the merge in minority and somehow flip the game on its head. If I can get through this vote, I can get to the end of the game. But that's a big fucking but, because right now I know that I'm in trouble. My instincts are screaming. My instincts have always been right. When I thought it was G, it was G. So I'm super nervous, but like I said, I am gifted. I'm gifted with the gift of gab. I don't even think about the words that I'm saying. The shit just spews out of my fucking mouth. So that is what I need to do in this tribal. I need to take over. I need to emphasize loyalty. They need to break up a pair. And if I can get through this round, I'm walking to the fucking final.
Good confession. Good luck.
So it would seem like this round is going to go my way once again. Don't have to do all the heavy lifting around here. They should still get rid of me. I've let everyone know that I know Angela, yet they still keep me and her around. How silly. Nobody knows that me and James know each other still. That's good. And we're going to do a 3-3 split on Ryan and Lena. Unfortunately, I shot myself in the foot with Lena earlier, but yeah, I'll explain it away. We're all going to be good friends. We'll all talk to each other after this, despite the results of the, what's that called? I got a lot of water in my brain. Touchy subjects. There we go. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that everything goes as planned. If they both happen to have idols, then it's possibly James, possibly Danny, possibly B. I don't know why they'd take out little B for some reason. I would love it if they actually did end up taking out Danny or James, because those are some top tier players. I would love to go to the end with James, but at this point, I'd have a hard argument against him. I have an idea of what I would argue against him, but it would just be easier if he weren't there. So if he's a casualty along the way, awesome. I think that's it.
So
Yeah.
we're kind of at a part in the game where people start thinking about who they want to be sitting next to in Final Tribal. Have you been thinking about that at all?
Oh yeah, I've thought about that a lot. And honestly, it's funny, because while I do have ADD, I do purposely sometimes come off as aloof or just being the guy that you want to go have a drink at the bar with. But in the end, people are forgetting that my career choice relies on total strangers connecting with the things that I have to say. So it would be an absolute blunder for any of them to take me to the end. And that is a promise. I just have to get there.
It's a really good confessional.
Thank you.
Good luck, Jeff.
Okay, so I don't even remember what the last thing I talked about in my confessionals were. I feel like I just like black out and start rambling for 2 minutes. But prior to our split tribal, Jeff and I agreed with James that we were going to flip on the original Jovians and side with them and vote out Alex. So the plan was Alex going into the split, but that was before we knew we had the split tribal. Split tribal happens. Our side votes out Josh. I really did not want to keep Josh. I wanted to keep Angela. Just it would give me more options for down the road and how I wanted to maneuver, especially with a very tight alliance of Lena, Alex, and Ryan together. Luckily, we were able to get rid of Josh, keep Angela, and then the next tribal, they eliminated Alex, so that took that off our hands, thanks to James and everybody on his team, or on that tribe, taking care of that. Now, we just had our swimming pool challenge where I let out the biggest burp of my entire life on camera. It's going to be on the internet forever. So that happened. But otherwise, I misspelled one of my words, which is not something I typically do. But luckily, even if I had spelled it right, I still would have only come in second. Amanda won immunity. So we're good there. I only embarrassed myself in that challenge. That's all. But now we have 8 people left, and pretty much everyone wants to target Ryan and Lena, and we knew that going into the strategy session. So with 8 people and 2 targets, the only logical thing to do would be a 3-3 split. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. And the girls will be voting Ryan, and Danny and the boys will be voting for Lena. And then if there's a tie, Lena will go. Hopefully we flush at least one idol. Unfortunately, I think my name is the decoy name they gave to that we gave to Lena and Ryan, so I think I will be pulling votes, but I think it won't be enough to get me out unless there's like a double idol situation, in which if that's the way I go out in like true Suri idol Armageddon style or whatever, that's fine. You know, that's a pretty cool way to go out. But I think I'm probably going to be safe tonight, knock on wood. But yeah, I think that's where we stand. We'll see.
Does it make you nervous at all that your other tribe mates are saying your name as the decoy?
Not particularly. I don't know. I feel like in this situation there had to be a name. I feel like everyone truly really does want to get out Ryan and Lena because they are a tight pair, and it's highly likely that at least one of them has either the Jovian or the Escala idol. So I think given this specific situation, I'm not as nervous as I would otherwise be, but if my name keeps being used as a decoy, I'll have a problem then for sure.
So we're at the point of the game where people start considering who they want to be sitting next to at the end. Have you thought about that at all?
Yeah, and I think right now I have a final alliance or final 3, whatever, with me and Danny, with me and Jeff, and then with me and Amanda, and she would like Jeff to be the 3rd. So I have 3 options. I don't think I want to go to the end with Danny as much as I love them. I think that they're very likable and sociable and persuasive, and I'd rather just not be sitting next to them. I think me and Amanda have similar stories, but different enough that we could tell him and we'd see how it goes. And Jeff, to this point, he's been a great ally, but I don't think he has much of a resume, so I'd be very comfortable sitting next to him too. I do think he might be hiding an idol from me, so we'll see about that. But I think I'm pretty well situated right now, knock on wood. But it could change in the next 45 minutes, so we'll see. Awesome.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Good luck tonight.
Messy this round is. There was a great plan hatched, fantastic plan, perfect plan, to throw 3 votes on Ryan, 3 votes on Lena, to hopefully flush out an idol because everybody's convinced one of them has it, and then they were going to vote Meredith or whoever. But homegirl Amanda is just begging for a big move. I think she is going to try to get out James. So I don't know. Ryan told James flat out he was voting for him. He was going to lead the charge against him. And if Amanda does vote James, that takes away a vote for Ryan. So I'm thinking about calling an audible. I think I might try to get one of the boys' attentions and flip their votes on Ryan instead of Elena. Ryan looks stressed, so I think he's trying to decide if he wants to play his idol for himself or for Elena, and it's just going to be a guessing game, but none of those names are Angela. But I prefer James not go home too.
So if you make it through tonight, where do you see yourself position-wise in the tribe?
So I would really like for James to stay because James has been my best shield thus far. Without James, I think I am a name that's going to become a little bit more popular. So depending on what happens tonight, I do see myself staying pretty strong with both Meredith and Jeff right now. If Amanda does flip and vote James, I will probably be gunning for her. I think she's just so desperate to make a big move, but she didn't have to this round. She did not have to. She was completely safe and she could have flown under the radar for at least a couple more rounds. But I will do whatever I can to work with Jeff and Meredith, I think, as long as possible.
If you can make it to Final Tribal, who would you like to be sitting next to?
I would love to sit next to Jeff. The other person, honestly, would be Ryan. I don't think he's really done anything at all this game, if he is still around. Or Meredith. I would take Meredith and Jeff to the final 3.
And final question. We noticed you've been kissing your necklace a lot. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, somebody that I love very much gave it to me. So it's something that I like cling to, and I kiss a lot, and it brings me comfort out here because there are times where it's very, very stressful, and I just need to be grounded. So it helps me with that.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Angela.
you.
All right. Good luck tonight.
So going to the last immunity challenge, I was told that I probably need to win it, or I could potentially be going home. So gave it my all. Ended up coming in third, or tying for third. So kind of unfortunate. Trying to scramble a little bit back at camp after, but I literally heard every single name thrown out there except for Amanda, who has the immunity necklace and won, so good for you. Good on ya. And yeah, just right now I just think I'm severely at the bottom and definitely blew my game at the end of it to hopefully take the vote off of Lena, because she has a better chance to win than I do right now, and I think they're splitting the votes tonight. So I told her just to vote for me, and I'm just gonna write down James's name. Hopefully keep her in the game. but I tried pitching to Jeff about just like what I see, and if him and Meredith voted with me and Lena and Forced Rocks tonight, we might actually have a shot to go Final Four. And he has a good relationship with Meredith, so I asked him to pitch it for me because I don't have as good a standing with her. Understandable if they don't want to do it, I totally get it. But I thought it'd be the best case scenario for all of us, because I think after this, barring an immunity run, it's probably gonna be pretty predictable what's going on or what the next votes will be. And they rejected that idea. So expecting a split vote on me and Lena tonight, and we will see what happens.
If you feel like you're at the bottom tonight, who do you feel like is driving this vote?
I mean, probably Danny and James. I mean, I thought they've been working together across tribal lines for a while. One of the reasons why I was trying to go after Danny before, and then tried to make a deal to work a couple rounds together, and I mean, they're just playing a really good game, so kudos, like, they're doing really well. One of those two probably is probably who's driving it right now.
If it were up to you tonight, who would you like to see go home?
It would probably be James, even though I think Danny's playing a better game. I think Danny is more open to working with me. So I think there might be more common ground to find something to do, but yeah, so probably James in that regard.
Finally, if this is your last night, is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers who've been watching?
Thanks for giving your time and support if you've been rooting for me, and thanks to everyone who got me involved. It's been great, and I really appreciate the love.
Alright, thank you very much. Good luck.